Some of my favorite movies that have magic realism in them are, you know, movies like Purple Rose of Cairo, the Woody Allen movie, where you take a leap, but you're taking an imaginative leap because it's a way of talking about real material, like what really happens. And for me, this was a gateway to be able to talk about relationship and about creativity.
Two things that I responded to. One, there's the relationship aspect, but I think some of the film is also about the creative process and creation. And John and Val are amazing at somehow putting a group of people together and having it feel like a family and having it feel alive and having the ensemble feel together and in the same film and on the same page. And Little Miss Sunshine was so much fun to make, and we've remained friends over the years. We thought of them about page 10 of Zoe writing, so they were our dream choice. If we could have had anybody in the world, it was them. So we got very lucky to actually get them, and this was definitely a much more intimate collaboration between the four of us and just more involved in the film. And
I mean, I think that Paul thought of Jacques Tati with a lot of his physical comedy in the movie, you know, Truffaut and Godard, and those are some of my favorite filmmakers, so those movies definitely like permeated my brain. Some of those references are written, some of them are choices that Jonathan and Valerie made. I think we all feel so much love for the movies, and for me it's my favorite art form, and I'm so interested by it that I think I can't help but want to reference or make allusion to the things I love. But I also know that they, as directors, try very hard not to steal from anyone or crib, like that they want to make something new, and that was very much our intention.
You know, my favorite thing about this film is sort of the line it walks of, I think, hopefully being funny and fun, but also going somewhere sort of unexpected and giving you hopefully a touch of depth and darkness as well. And I like that. That's really fun for me as an actor, and I think it's fun as an audience too.
It's funny when you write a screenplay. Even though there are characters that are like more the protagonist or larger characters, I feel like you spend equal time with everyone because they have to all feel real to you. So it doesn't feel like, oh, this character is more important than that character. Like his therapist, who Elliot Gould plays, is so important to the story that that person had to feel really clear to me, and Steve Coogan's character is so, you know, important and clear. So. And then they come on to set, and like Elliot Gould, we shot in one day. We had one day with him. So it's so funny because you spend months, you know, with this character, and then you get to spend one day with them on set, you know. But they, you know, Jonathan and Valerie, I think, did a great job casting those parts and the other small parts in the movie too, and you know, really helped make the world feel very real, which was our aim, you know, to ground the fantasy in a very, very real world. And you know, I've loved Steve Coogan's work for a long time. He was the first person we thought of for that part, and I think he does a beautiful job in the movie. And Elliot Gould is one of my heroes, you know, of all time. The Long Goodbye is one of my favorite movies.
I really thought about just what it's like to actually be a writer, and I think there's a few modern writers who have had young success in America, like Jonathan Safran Foer or somebody like that. But then I really sort of, who would Calvin look up to? And I thought, okay, so I read John Steinbeck's journals and looked at Salinger's work, and that was more the basis for where I was going.